Buck, your part-time ITS contributor. Today we're going to do a short video gear review and test and evaluation on the Princeton Tec Charge helmet mounted lamp. This light comes in two different colors, black and coyote brown. You can buy it retail online from several different places. The link is on Princeton Tech's website. There's about 4 or 5 different places you can buy it online for about 85 to 100 bucks. The one that I have today is a 3 different colors. It's low red, high red, and bright white. Comes with several different pieces of mounting hardware, different pieces to mount it to your military ACH, ECH type helmet, a little plastic clip for mounting it on your molly, a headband. Its standard mounting feature is for the ops core rail. This is how it comes. I run an ops core helmet. Unfortunately, I don't have it here. It's being fixed because I took a little spill in the mountains. But this will clip right into your side rail on your ops core helmet on either side. And it's got a rubber push button switch here that's easy to find. It takes one single AA battery. Run time is about 45 hours, about 55 lumens. Lumens in a helmet mounted light isn't as important as other lights because you're only really trying to light up your work area right in front of you. You're not trying to light up the battlefield. So lumens isn't as important on this one, but it's a true 55 lumen headlamp. What we were asked to do, we were contacted by Princeton Tec before SHOT Show, and we were asked to conduct a real world test and evaluation of this, what this lamp would see over its lifetime by a police officer, a military operator, a civilian who's kind of rough on their gear, a mountain hiker, climber, etc., somebody that spends a lot of time in the woods. When people have seen these either online or at shows, the feedback has been, well, this articulating arm kind of sticks out there. I'm a little bit worried that bending it back and forth, it might develop some cracks or open up where water could get into it and ruin it. We're afraid that because it's out here on a limb, that maybe if you hit this a few times, maybe the lamps, the LEDs will stop working. They wanted to know how well will it stay on a helmet, and we came up with a few other tests. So in the video that you're about to see after we're done here, what we do is we dunk this thing in 2 feet of water before and after every test. The very first test that we do, we dunk it, and then we do the beat test. This is not mill standard 810 anything. This is real world. This is an 18-inch piece of fiberglass hockey stick, courtesy of my son who broke one in a game. We chopped it off at 18 inches. We put a rod in the middle of it and hooked it up to an electric drill. As you can see, you don't want to stick your finger in here when it's going full bore. We put this on a helmet and we beat this thing to death. It's actually too fast to count. Many hundreds of times we beat this. One, we wanted to prove that the lamp maintains usefulness. After you beat this a couple hundred times, do the red LEDs and the white LEDs work? Check. Then we wanted to check, after we beat it to death and it's sitting here getting beat, how well will the articulating arm stand up to the torture of being beat down and beat up repetitively? This simulates putting it inside your kit bag, putting it on the ground after you've worn your helmet, putting it in and out of your trunk of your car, your combat vehicle, walking through the woods, getting it snagged on things. How strong is the articulating arm? Like I said, we beat this thing to death. We dunked it. There's no water leakage. All the lamps still worked. Good to go. The next test we did is we mounted this on a kind of a cheap disposable ProTech helmet. We actually screwed the molly attachment to the side of one of these helmets. We put a cantaloupe or a honeydew inside the helmet, duct taped it together, put the lamp on the side of the helmet. We put it, a gentleman drove our Polaris Ranger down the gravel road, and we jettisoned this thing out at 35 miles an hour down the road, and it rolled down there. 1, it stayed on the helmet. 2, it stayed lit. 3, all of the LEDs worked after we were done. 4, the articulating arm didn't break off. and 5, it stayed on the helmet like it was supposed to. Sorry if I repeated that one, I'm not sure. The last test, we kept this on a helmet. We had a volunteer, a dummy head named Biff, and we set this up 3 feet away from an explosive charge. The explosive charge simulates overpressure. The overpressure at 3 feet that this thing suffered, without getting into lots of details, it would simulate you setting a charge on a door. If you're a breacher, you didn't get far enough away, something went wrong, I don't know. There's been many examples of many people getting hurt doing this. But the case that we proved is, if your helmet and your lamp were 3 feet away from the door, from the explosive charge, the overpressure did not damage or prevent the lamp from working, and obviously it stayed on the helmet. Now, after sustaining that, if that was a real person's head, the person would probably be bleeding from his nose, his eyes, his ears. He'd probably have a bit of a concussion, if not a major concussion, but you can be rest assured that your headlamp still works. So, without further ado, we'll get into the test video. It's fairly rapid. It was put on, it was generated by Princeton Tec with video that we took and we donated to them to prove that this lamp sustains everyday use, abuse, and torture, and I give it a thumbs up. If you want to reach me for any further details, you can go through the admin at ITS Tactical, or you can reach me on Twitter at Buck Holly, or on Facebook at CTG Firearms Fundamental. Have a safe day, and do not attempt any of this stuff at home. We're trained professionals. We do this for a living. Thank you.
In your side is pleasure, broom-shaped pleasure. Deep greedy and googling every corner. Men the queue to be the next. See